Amazon Prime Day 2 is here and we have some great discounts. If you are looking to buy a pre-built PC that will give you great gaming performance, high FPS and no stutters, and on top of that fits your budget, then you came to the right video. I'll show you specific pre-built gaming PC recommendations for 1080p, 1440p and 4K resolution at different budgets. And I will also show you the level of gaming performance that you can expect with these systems. All the links to these Prime Day pre-built gaming PCs will be down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. Keep in mind that most of these deals, since they are from the Prime Day sale, they are only going to last for 2 days. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. The first system is the best one on a budget. This one is the best gaming PC for under $1,000. And I'm talking about the CyberPower PC Extreme VR. This is the ideal PC if you want to play at 1080p resolution, whether you want to play on ultra settings or you want to play esports games like Valorant, Fortnite and CS2 high FPS. And it's also ideal if you want to play at 1440p resolution on a budget. Now, if you are thinking of playing at 1440p, I do recommend you turning on DLSS, which is the upscaler from Nvidia. That way you get a smoother level of performance if you want to play higher demanding games at 1440p resolution on medium to high settings. The key components for this system feature the RTX 4060 graphics card, which is perfect for 1080p resolution. Then you get an i5-13400F processor, which is one of the best value CPUs out in the market, and this is going to be the main component for those esports games where you want to achieve higher frame rates. Then you get 16 gigs of DDR5 memory and a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, so very good components overall for the price. In terms of the exact level of performance, you can expect 90 plus FPS on average in high demanding games, high to ultra settings, and I'm talking about games like Cyberpunk 2077, The Last of Us Part 1, Alan Wake 2, so very high demanding titles. And then if you want to play at 1440p in these type of games, you can expect around 79 plus FPS if you end up turning on DLSS quality or performance depending on the game. Then if you want to play esports games, you can expect 300 plus FPS in competitive settings in most esports shooters, so you can buy a 240Hz 1080p monitor. And then in easier to run esports games like Valorant or CS2, you can expect well over 400 FPS on average, so you can easily fit a 360Hz 1080p monitor. The price after the Prime Day discount is going to be $760, and before the discount it used to be $899, so that's a pretty good discount for under $1,000. And this system at $760 is one of the best value gaming PCs overall in the entire market, especially if you want to stay under $1,000 and achieve amazing performance. Now, if you have a 1440p monitor or you want to buy one, then I recommend you getting the next one because it's the best value price to performance 1440p gaming system in the entire market. This is the AVS Ruby, and this system is ideal if you want to play high demanding games at 1440p resolution. You can also use this PC for 1080p very high FPS, especially if you want a 1080p future-proof gaming PC. But the main selling point, in my opinion, for this system is that you get an amazing level of 1440p gaming performance, even in high demanding titles, high to ultra settings, for a really good price. On top of that, you can also run games at 4K resolution depending on the exact title and depending on the settings. If you want to play with DLSS enabled, then you will be able to play even high demanding titles on high settings and still achieve around 60 to 70 plus FPS. And if you want to play popular games like NBA 2K or you want to play a game like GTA 5, you will not need to turn on any upscaler, and even native resolution is going to be possible with this system. The key components feature an RTX 4070 Super for the graphics card, which is one of the best 1440p graphics cards from Nvidia, and then you get a Ryzen 7 7700X processor, which is one of the best value gaming CPUs in the market, and you will be able to achieve very high frame rates in esports games, but I will get to the level of performance in just a second. Now, here you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory instead of 16 gigs of RAM, which is going to be perfect if you want to do tasks such as streaming or content creation at the same time. And last but not least, you get a 1TB SSD, which is the standard for gaming. In terms of the level of performance, you can expect well over 100 FPS on average in those high demanding games I've mentioned before, like Alan Wake 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and this is 1440p high to ultra settings. If you want to play play at 1080p, you can expect well over 120 plus FPS. Just keep in mind that for most people, this system is going to be an overkill for 1080p. But anyway, if you want a future-proof system or you want to stay at 1080p very high FPS and you have more money to spend, then this PC is still amazing for you. And then in terms of esports shooters, you can expect 320 plus FPS on average in competitive settings in most esports games at 1440p. So you can easily fit a 240Hz 1440p monitor or a 360Hz 1080p one. The price for this system by the time of filming is $1,400, which makes it the best value 1440p gaming PC in the entire market. And this is not a Prime Day sale. This is what I call a better than Prime Day deal, because it is better than any deal from Prime Day at this price point. However, keep in mind that by the time of filming, there's only one left in stock. So remember that in the video description, I will be updating the links with the latest pricing and availability for you to get a system that's in stock and the best discount available. Now, before we get into the best performing 1440p gaming PC or 4K value, I want to say that if you are finding valuable information, subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified when I upload new content in case you want to learn more about computers. Now, with the next one, we have the best performing 1440p gaming system in the entire market, and this is exclusively a Prime Day discount. I'm talking about the Skytech Blaze gaming PC. This one is ideal if you want to play at 1440p. Whether you want to play esports games or high demanding ones, you will be achieving the fastest gaming performance because you get, in my opinion, the fastest CPU and GPU combo for 1440p resolution. And since you get the fastest CPU in the entire market for gaming, you will be maxing out any monitor refresh rate if you want to play esports games. So if you want to play Fortnite or Valorant, these type of games, and you want to max out your monitor refresh rate, this system is going to be perfect for you as well. Now, even though this PC is not cheap, and I will talk about the price in just a second, it is definitely not the most expensive one. And if you want a high-end system but you do not want to spend a lot of money like $3,000 on gaming PCs with the RTX 4090 or 4080 Super, this is going to be the perfect option for you. And it comes with the RTX 4070 Ti Super graphics card, which in my opinion is the best graphics card for 1440p resolution in terms of performance in the entire market. Very good level of ray tracing performance as well, and you get DLSS in case you want to turn on any upscaler, especially at 4K resolution. And then you get the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which, as I mentioned before, is the fastest CPU in the entire market for gaming. Then you get 2 TB of SSD, so you get more storage than any other system I've mentioned for you to install more games. And then you get 32 GB of RAM, which, as I mentioned, it is ideal for streaming and content creation. In terms of the level of performance, well, at 1440p resolution, you can expect 120 plus FPS on high to ultra settings with no DLSS on, which is insane in terms of performance. And then if you want to play at 4K, you can expect 70 plus FPS native resolution. And if you want to turn on DLSS, you can expect from 80 to 100 plus FPS on average, depending on the game and depending on the settings. But remember, I'm talking about high demanding titles here. If you want to play easy to run games, esports shooters, you can expect 540 plus FPS on average at 1080p, 360 plus FPS at 1440p, and 240 plus FPS at 4K. So as I said before, you can max out any monitor refresh rate, whether you want a 4K 240Hz monitor, a 1440p 360Hz one, or a 1080p 540Hz monitor. Amazing in terms of performance, and the price for this system after the Prime Day discount is going to be $2,100, which makes it $330 cheaper than its original price. So you get a very nice discount and you are getting the best of the best for 1440p. Or if you want a 4K gaming monitor and you do not want to spend more than around $2,000. Now, if you want to play at 4K resolution and you want the best value system, so you are still not spending the most amount of money on an RTX 4090 system, then this next PC is going to be perfect for you. And I'm talking about the Panorama gaming system that features the RTX 4080 Super, which is one of the best graphics cards in the entire market for 4K resolution. And you can also use this PC for 1440p very high FPS, especially if you want a 1440p future-proof gaming PC. But for most people, this is an overkill for 1440p. But still, if you have a 1440p monitor and you have this amount of money to spend, then this system is amazing. For the CPU, you get the newest Ryzen 7 9700X, which is an amazing CPU to pair with this RTX 4080 Super. No bottlenecks or anything like that. And then you get 32 GB of RAM and 4 TB of storage total. In terms of the level of performance, you can expect 85 plus FPS at 4K high to ultra settings in high demanding titles. This is native resolution, on, so no upscaling technology turned on, and then you can expect very high FPS in esports games. Again, this is not a cheap system, but if you want to play at 4K and you want to play those high demanding story games and you want to stay under 3,000 bucks, this is going to be the best option for you. The price by the time of filming is 2,650 bucks, and this is another better than Prime Day deal, because if you want a Prime Day deal, they are going to be actually more expensive if you want to get the 4080 Super, and if you will spend more money, I recommend you getting the next one, which is the fastest gaming PC in the entire market, and that is this Skytech Prism gaming system. This PC has the fastest CPU in the market and the fastest graphics card in the market in the RTX 4090. So if you want to play at 4K resolution, ultra settings, and you want to max out the level of performance, and you also want a future-proof gaming system that will last you for a very long time, then this is going to be the best PC for you. Keep in mind that if you are concerned about the price, then most likely you shouldn't buy this system, but if you have a lot of money to spend and you want to make an investment, this is the best system for you, because you get the fastest CPU and GPU combo. For the CPU, you get the Ryzen 7 7800X3D, you get 32 GB of RAM, 2 TB of SSD, and since you get the RTX 4090, you can expect well over 110 plus FPS on average in the most high demanding titles at 4K native resolution. In terms of esports games, you can expect the highest FPS possible as well, because you get the fastest CPU, so you can max out any monitor refresh rate, and the price is $3,200, so very expensive, but it is actually one of the cheapest systems with the RTX 4090, and it runs out of stock pretty fast, so if you see it in stock, I think that is one of the best deals that you can get on the high-end market. Now, this is not a Prime Day deal, because Prime Day deals with 4090s are actually way more expensive, and they are going to give you the same level of performance, so with this deal, you are saving around $1,000 to get the exact same CPU and GPU combo and achieve the highest FPS in the entire market. And remember that down below in the video description, you will have all of these deals, but you will also have bonus PCs like the best content creation gaming PC and other prices as well. And then you will have alternatives in case some of these PCs go out of stock or the price is different. Let's say one of these systems is way more expensive when you're watching this video. Well, I will update it every 5 hours. That way you get the best, most updated deal from Prime Day, or just any deal that's better than Prime Day, because remember, here I'm not giving you just the best Prime Day PCs, but I'm giving you the best Prebuilt PCs on a discount overall. And if you are looking to build a PC instead, then I recommend you hitting the bell icon, because tomorrow I will be uploading the best gaming PC builds from Prime Day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.